AfterBuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Yay! Hello, everyone, and welcome to the after show for the most epic TV show, Dance Battle America. I'm Cathy, Kelley, and I'm going to let the awesome crew that we have here tonight introduce themselves, starting off with the lady to my left.
Hello, guys. I'm Desiree, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Demer65.
Awesome.
I'm Tamara, and you can find me on Instagram at Brown Tamara.
I'm Dave Child, and you can find me on all the Instagrams and the Twitters as Mr. Dave Child.
You sounded so unsure about yourself there.
I was very unsure about who I was at
We'll
that
talk
point.
about, you look like you know what you're doing when you're dancing. So,
Thank you.
Yes.
yeah. And then finally, the
I'm
lovely
all
lady
by
on couch.
myself. I'm Amber Kenny, and we're doing Twitter. Is that
Yeah,
what we're
do it.
doing?
Yeah.
I'm at Amber_Kenny.
Awesome.
She can't sit with us because she's not wearing pink.
Yeah,
did not get the memo.
Where's pink on Mondays? Is that?
I got all this room.
So we have to mention that you guys competed in Dance Battle America.
Yeah, we did.
It was so
With
fun.
feet. You guys were, I don't want to start in drama, but you guys were my favorite.
No,
stop
that's really
it.
sweet of you to say.
stop
Also,
it.
you are starting drama.
Everyone's so pissed off.
You say that to all the dance teams.
Well, you're the only one in studio, so okay. I loved you guys, though, and I want to talk all about your experience there. Before we get into it, we have to talk about just how Dance Battle started. They mentioned it on the show, but it was between the Hough family and Maria, one Thanksgiving dinner.
I love this story.
I was there at that Thanksgiving, yeah.
You were?
Yeah, and my
Can
mom,
I touch you?
my mom was actually in one of the videos, which is super embarrassing.
Was she
and
dancing?
Trying to.
Oh my god.
Amazing. I love her so much.
Does she have the mom dance? My mom does one of these things when she dances. She always goes like this with
What was the
We
song?
usually covered up, we did a ton of songs that year. It was
Right.
2 years ago, I can't even remember. But none of us had any costumes or anything. It was against the Houghs.
What?
And
You went to Thanksgiving without costumes?
we went in thinking that we were going to
Makes
play
sense.
board games like the year before.
Right.
And we walk in, and I remember getting there like 10 minutes late, and Pat, Maria's assistant at the time, was like, "We're doing this dance battle." Just get ready. I was like, "Oh no!" So we taped the first one, and then it was just the entire rest of the night. I think it was like
Right.
10 hours later. We were doing videos, but it was
That's
so much
so fun. Yeah.
it became a
great.
tradition. But it started out with that, and then to mask our horrible dancing skills, I think we all like went into Maria's closet and just started like getting outfits.
That
And,
is so crazy. I didn't realize it was 2 years ago. I remember watching the videos that were posted online. I was like, this is the best thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I need to do this at my Thanksgiving.
yeah. So
Totally.
I want to know, how did you guys get involved with it?
Well, we just started, we were posting a lot of videos of us dancing, because we've been doing this dance troupe for 3 years.
Yeah.
Just dancing at parties, and then it kind of turned into a whole comedy act, and we started doing shows around town and everything.
That's
and so we
awesome.
just kind of kept doing it, and they saw us dancing our videos and stuff, and
They
they
found
just
one of
wanted
our
us.
videos.
Yeah, wanted us to be a part of it. So we were
dug it.
like, yeah.
Oh my god, and it was amazing because it's exactly a dream come true.
Yeah.
There aren't a lot of shows that are exactly right for us. Because it's not like we're gonna be on So You Think You Can Dance.
Right, because we
Right.
don't think we could dance.
Well, we do think
yeah.
we can dance,
Well,
and that's
right.
the problem.
Those kicks
Yeah,
were
that's true.
amazing.
Oh, I know.
You even got the lift down. I
Yeah.
mean, that's
I think
hard.
lifts are our forte. It's kind of like
Amazing.
It's kind of like the tricks are our number one, and then like the moves are just we'll figure that out, and
Right.
that comes out in
Where
the
do
wash.
costumes come though? Because I feel like that's pretty high.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, we kind of have like a set costume and then different color schemes that we kind of go through.
Okay. I see
So-
the black headband tonight.
Yeah.
Right.
We're kind of like Lisa Simpson. We're like a cartoon character that opens the closet and it's just like
Right.
same thing after same thing after same thing. Only
I
it's
want
all in
more.
different colors.
I want them in every color in the rainbow.
It was funny. They kept we had to have different outfits for like interviews versus rehearsals versus performing, and they would be like, "Oh, you're in your performance outfit. You have to be in your interview outfit." I'm like, "No, short shorts and a gold vest is our casual interview outfits."
That is our streetwear. That's
We met with the show and they said, okay, this will be your interview outfit and this will be your performance outfit.
Right.
And we thought that was normal, and then every other team, their interview outfit was just like regular clothes. We're like, oh, okay. But like, bring it. Yeah, let's do this. We got our gold lame.
I feel like you guys need to be sponsored by American Apparel.
Yeah.
I would like that. I don't think we're the body type that American Apparel is going for.
I personally have been angling that for a while, but for some
Right.
reason they haven't responded to my emails. I don't really understand why.
I walk into American Apparel and they're like, "No,
Absolutely not.
no, you get out."
I highly doubt that.
I really am surprised, honestly, that a headband company hasn't picked us up yet.
All of
that
those
is shocking.
headband companies.
Well, here's the platform to get it done. Headband companies, if you would like to sponsor
Your
Liberty.
Nate's
Dear-
Headband Emporium, give us a ring.
Headband of Brothers, please give us a call. Headband on the run.
So we have to get into today's show. This show, first dance battle off the gate. Well, I guess we should explain it to the couple people who maybe didn't watch, but you should because it's
Who are
awesome.
you?
What are you
People.
doing with your
You should be
lives?
watching.
Alfonso Ribeiro and Jordan Sparks are hosting this. Of course, Marie Menounos and the Hough family have produced it. But 8 teams have competed. People submitted their videos from across the country. And you guys made it to the final 8, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's very exciting, very flattering, very humbling.
And we had a blast because we said from the beginning, sort of our rally cry was, "We're here to make friends."
Yes, you
Which is the opposite of most reality shows.
Because we kept saying, like, from the beginning when they were like, "Can you guys submit a battle video and then also like give us like your battle cry?" And we were like, "How do we?"
We like to dance.
What is your battle cry?
We're here to make friends.
Yeah.
I love
But it
that.
worked out. I mean, every team, every person was like just 100% a sweetheart.
Right.
We were rooting for any team to win. I know that isn't like the competitive spirit, but
But you could have won a trip to Atlantis.
I know.
Yeah.
I wanted to go there since that Mary-Kate and Ashley movie, like, I don't even know,
Holiday
a decade
in the
ago.
Sun. I
Please,
know.
yes.
Well, we could all just go anyway.
We could.
Okay.
Let's just go. Let's just find out when
go.
Smash
I feel
is
like,
there.
I was
And
gonna
let's
say, I feel
go
like
with
Smash looks like the 2 boys that Mary-Kate
That's so true.
They had like they got a crazy
that demo.
following like instantly.
Yeah.
Smash.
They're going to be heartthrobs.
Yeah, we left the theater and I saw them get like Hard Day's Night down the street. It was like Smash, Smash, and this group of girls.
Teenage
that were
girls
there.
They
want to
deserve
smash.
it.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
so happy that they won. Like
Yeah.
they totally deserve it. They
So
were the
sweet.
sweetest.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They're so cute and sweet, and they deserve their fandom that they're going to get.
So take us back. The first dance battle was Silver Classics crew versus Smash.
Yes.
When did you guys end up meeting everyone? Was it the first day, or was it you went into practice first?
Well, the first day we had just a little general meeting, and I went in, and actually the first people I met were the cheerleaders.
Okay.
And I knew, like, they walked in and they look like dancers. They're
Retired
all-
cheerleaders. I'm like, you guys totally have the
I know.
edge. You were talking
Right.
about that.
Advantage.
Yeah, so I went up to them and just like shook their hand, just sort of like, by the way, I'm also dancing. Just so that they know this is what you're going against, probably. And then we slowly met everyone after that. And
So basically, the first day we didn't go into rehearsals until we met everybody.
Okay.
right.
Cool.
So we were all like, what's on, like trying to figure out who is paired with who. It was
Yeah.
fun doing that math of like, I think it's them and them.
Who did you guys think that you would be going against?
I thought we were going to be against the cheerleaders, and I was so proud of myself for being right.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Because I was like, it's going to be the jocks versus the nerds.
Yeah. kind of what it was.
Well, because, there were families, and we were like, well, obviously they're going to put the families against each other. Like, there's kids, there's, it wouldn't make sense to put us up against kids. I don't know.
Yeah.
We just...
Kids at heart versus actual kids.
There you go.
Right. I guess that could be true.
Yeah.
But we also, we noticed that, like, the killer, the Silver Classics crew, they were like amazing when they walk in. Already like
Kiko,
beautiful.
who did a freaking flip.
Yeah.
I
Oh my
know.
God.
They were incredible.
I can't even do that.
And they had this like competitive spirit about
Right.
them. They were like there to win and dance and do amazing things. They
And
were
rip off wigs.
Yeah,
I know,
they
that
were
was my
so
favorite.
sweet, but they were also like you could tell they were like in it to win it.
Yeah.
So I thought like they were actually a good match against Smash.
Yeah.
Once that dance started, I was like, I don't know who's gonna win.
I was really hoping that everyone would get a consolation prize.
Me too.
I mean,
oh my
I
gosh.
think being on the show was all we
I
wanted.
know
Right.
that was our prize.
What was it like the first time you guys saw the actual studio that it was being taped in?
It was beautiful. Well, it was freezing, first of all.
Like our studio today.
Yeah.
Right,
As
so it was
studios. Studios tend
You
to be.
gotta have it cold though when you're like working off all the.
Yeah.
You gotta be
Otherwise, you
hungry.
just sweat through those leotards.
Yeah, and I did that anyways. So it was, but it was also, it was just like, it just seemed like a real thing all of a sudden. It's before, we usually dance in our living rooms and just wherever we could find a place to dance, and all of a sudden there was this giant stage. It's
Yeah.
like perfect for
I cried like 30 times
Yeah.
that day.
I'm surprised they didn't use any of
I
you
know.
crying.
I was on camera crying so much. I was finally like, go away.
Yeah, there was like a moment where she was crying. She's like, "It's just so beautiful to be here."
Because
and
then I
everyone
think
was
that
dancing.
people would riot that you guys didn't win.
I know. I was
right.
like, yeah. I was crying before we even like filmed. Like I was just like, it's just such a good show, and I like dancing.
It was the first time when we saw the packages that they put together with the two families,
Yeah.
and that was such an emotional story.
I lost
yeah,
it.
Amber lost it. It was it was very
Dad stuff. Come on.
just pull at your
Yeah.
heartstrings. It was beautiful.
I wanted to be adopted by the Hoffmans. I mean, both families.
Mike,
I wanted
Mike
to-
to adopt
Hoffman
you.
is you in the future.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I was gonna
For
say
sure he is.
the Addams Family, when they pulled out that line of a family that prays together stays together, I was like, oh,
Right.
the Addams Family has values.
The entire time, every time I saw them, the one song that MC Hammer did for the Addams Family movie, he did a song that was like, "You do what you want to do, say what you want to do, say what you want." The Addams Family, and it sounds just like "Can't Touch This" because he did not have a huge range. So every time they entered the room, I was like, "Do what you want to do, say what you want to do."
Dave is starting beef with MC Hammer tonight.
It's on.
That's your next song.
Short pants versus baggy pants.
MC
I would
Hammer,
watch
who is
that.
also a preacher, just like the dad of the Addams Family.
And it all comes around.
Preach.
Maybe they're the same person. Do we ever see them in the same room at the same time?
We haven't.
I have.
Dance
No,
Battle
but
American.
Yeah.
I love Brittany, the little girl from. She was my favorite.
So sassy.
So sassy and funny.
Very sassy.
Yeah.
I'm curious about her flips or whatever.
Yeah.
She was so cute. Once she got her makeup done, she just like followed all the cheerleaders around until they commented on her makeup. It was so cute.
That's
I
adorable.
didn't even notice that. That's
She was
so
just like,
great.
oh, it's cute.
I want to know, how do you think that Dance Battle America stacked up to other shows? I know you do, so you think you can dance here at AfterBuzz.
Yeah, I actually do America's Best Dance Crew.
Or America's
so
Best Dance Crew,
this is
okay.
very similar
Oh,
to
yeah.
that. Yeah. I loved you guys especially because, you know, you're so excited, obviously. You're talking about it right now. But you seemed so confident on stage. Like, not one of you for 1 second was there a point where you saw fear on your face, anything like that.
We're too dumb.
So I really appreciate that because even with professional dancers, you can sometimes feel as
Right.
a.
I mean, we're first and foremost performers, though. Behind the curtain
True
is
that.
what we are. And honestly, even though we tease Dave about being the ham, I mean,
We're all
all
hams.
hams
We're all
to a
hams.
certain degree.
He's
so
just ham
he's just
times a million.
the
Yeah.
hammiest of
I'm
the
the
hams.
hammiest of the hams.
John Hamm?
I'm the John Hamm of this
John
Mad Men crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have fun dancing and we love performing. So, and we kept, when things were starting to get freaky deaky, like, oh my god, we're gonna do TV and la 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 la, we'd have to just like remind ourselves, like, we have fun doing this. Like, we would have pep talks. Like, we're doing this because it's fun.
Yeah.
First and
also,
foremost.
This is something you can show your grandkids.
Yeah.
It's true.
But we all do have that element. I guess the hamminess that I'm talking about is like we would be our practices would be at the end of the day. We'd be the last ones. We'd be exhausted. It was 100 degrees. It was just hot, and we'd be like sitting around like this, and then the camera would come up to us, and we'd be like, ready to go.
We're monsters. Is what we're saying.
Yeah. And we were so eager to get out there. So eager, in fact, that I totally missed my cue of ripping through that.
You didn't miss
paper
it.
thing.
You came at 8 count early.
Yeah, I came way too early. That's what I meant by missing.
That's the
I came
opposite of
too
missing
early.
it.
Thereby missing it because it was supposed to
In the
come later.
future.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to get out there as much, or we all wanted
You
to get out
were
there.
really excited.
Really,
Really excited.
Too excited.
too excited.
Before we get into this second dance battle, we have another show on
do.
ABC that we have to talk about.
Yeah, so Sunday, September 27th, it's the highly anticipated series premiere of Quantico, which I'm stoked about. I'm sure you
Yeah.
are too. We've all heard about it. So
Hot people in
anyways,
drama? Come on.
yeah. So the show is where the FBI trains their smartest, strongest recruits, and everything gets a little crazy when there is a terrorist attack, which changes
That
the
would
game.
get it pretty crazy.
Well, this is what they signed up for, though. If they're going to
Exactly.
FBI training
Right.
school.
Is it the girl from that music video?
Alicia
Maybe.
Silverstone?
Blurred lines?
Oh,
Like it look. The poster looks like
Oh,
that
no.
girl.
I don't think it's her.
The super hot chick. No.
It's just a super
Are you
hot
guys
chick.
Girl from Greek on
to-
Anna.
Yeah.
Do they dance in it?
No, they
Yeah.
don't dance, but we should tune in.
Right.
Are
Yeah.
You guys all
Is
better
that
be
the
watching
twist?
it. There's lots of twists. Maybe they will be dancing.
Right.
But
That's how they
anyways,
solve terrorism is by dancing it out.
The West Side Story it out.
Okay, well, hopefully we'll all be tuning in. I know
Totally.
I will
Oh,
be
yeah.
September 27th on ABC at 10.
I'll watch it twice.
I thought the line of questioning was heading towards let's ask the dance troupe their thoughts on terrorism.
Oh my gosh, that would be intense.
I'm against it.
Unique point of view.
Okay, so two teams battling it out. Just gonna
Terrorism and back to dance battle.
second battle of the evening, dancing to Hammer Time.
Oh.
You guys already kind of talked about both
Right.
of these teams, the Addams family versus the Hoffman family.
I had no idea which way that was gonna go.
This was so much fun too. I feel like both families brought it. This
Yeah.
reminded me, the Hoffman family saying that the mom couldn't dance. It brought me back to Thanksgiving dinner. But both of them seemed like they were just having a blast.
Yeah.
They had so much fun, and it was great hanging out with them like backstage because they would just talk about how much fun that they're having, and they're like, "Oh, we're here! We can't believe we're
Right.
here!" And they're amazing.
Was it different for the teams that were flown in? Because they were like, they've never really experienced Hollywood. Where you guys,
Right.
you live in LA, so
wanted
you're,
to be like the ambassadors of LA. Like we
you
kept
go.
apologizing. Amber kept apologizing, like because the weather was so hot and so uncomfortable, and we just kept being like, "I'm so sorry."
It's
like,
lovely
this is-
sometimes.
This
Right.
is really. We want to show you around. Like we want to show you our city,
Yeah.
and the studio was in such a weird like industrial area that we were just like, "This isn't LA." Like I
True.
I brought in like one of my favorite tour books to show them like.
yeah, just show them like
Yeah.
pull up on your phone, be like, oh, and this street has really pretty palm trees, and
Well, I did know their hotel was like great. It was the Line down in Koreatown. And I got to be like, oh, by the way, great burger place around the corner. You got to go to. And the Hoffmans were all like starving.
Koreatown.
And then the next day they were like, those burgers were so good. I'm like, yes, I already made some friends.
Amazing.
Well, you told everyone where they're staying now, so they can't be incognito anymore. And Smash will never.
Smash won't stay there again.
They're
Smash will
still
never-
there.
Smash will never be incognito again.
yeah, that's
They're
true.
like, they're going to
They're
be
the
huge.
Beatles.
Yeah.
They're gonna go to Atlantis and just have like crew tagging along.
Yeah, everyone's just gonna hang it. There's gonna be just a squad of girls just waiting for them in Atlantis because they've been waiting there the entire time since the show.
Sure.
They just went there right away.
Let's get into the third battle: Energy versus Alaska.
My favorite. Just
Which
kidding.
one?
Because you like Alaska so much?
Oh yeah, totally.
You identify with them?
I gotta say, loving that Magic Mike vibe.
Oh,
that's
totally.
going on.
Alaska called them out on that though.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
They said
And
Magic Mike. Yeah.
They definitely played on it.
Right.
Oh, totally, absolutely.
Well, and we knew them all week, and they weren't wearing
Yeah.
shirts very often.
Most of the
and
time.
they were attractive, but once they got on that stage with the lights, I was like, okay. Like,
Do they like oil themselves?
I don't
up?
know, but it like
They
took it up
dirty.
a notch.
They absolutely hate clothing. Is that what it is? But yeah, was that intimidating at all? Like going into a room, meeting them, and being
They
like,
were the nicest guys.
Yeah, they were
would,
so
like,
nice.
We would get off stage and they would love our dance, and all the guys would like come up and hug me at the same time. But they're all just dirtied themselves for their like made themselves smoky.
Yeah.
So they would leave, and then I would have all these like smoky marks on
it's
my
a friendly
face.
reminder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody was intimidated by anybody. we all just wanted to be pals. Like even the cheerleaders, because when we first got there,
Yeah.
one of the teams was like, "Are those the choreographers?" And but even then,
I was like, no, those are our competition.
Yeah.
but even then, like I don't know. I don't think anybody was just like, "Oh no!" Like
Right.
it was just
Yeah.
everybody was just in it for fun,
Yeah,
like it was meant to
exactly.
be. So I don't.
Team Energy brought a pole
Yeah.
to their,
Yeah, they did.
their dancing though.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they worked it, and Alaska was like the opposite end of the spectrum. They were like the
Totally.
cutest,
They were so
sweetest,
nervous,
innocent. Yeah.
adorable.
So it was a fun like combo.
Yeah.
I always would go up to Energy and be like, yeah, I feel like a lot of camaraderie because our teams, we both highly rely on our sexuality. So
That's amazing.
We get each other.
And those guys, they were working every single night. They were dancing, so they would get done, and like we were so exhausted after our rehearsals,
Yeah.
we were just like barely like drag ourselves to the cars to get home, and
Right.
they had to go to work after that.
Yeah, they
after
went
that
to the
same
go-go
day.
clubs to like dance
Yeah.
at the go-go clubs.
Wait, is that what they do?
That's
Yeah.
what they do.
That's crazy. I did
Because
not know that.
They said that they danced, but I wasn't
Yeah.
sure like how much
No,
they actually
that's-
danced.
that's-
Is that an unfair advantage?
Probably, yeah.
dang.
But
I
you
mean,
know.
we do dance shows.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
true.
an
Yeah.
unfair
We did
advantage?
No,
too,
it's-
but no, I wouldn't say it's an advantage. I'd say it was a setback for them because they were so
Right.
much more tired than everybody else,
right.
or they should have been, but they had the energy.
They did.
They were just as professional as I didn't mean that as actually they like, you know.
No.
But they were as professional as the cheerleaders are too, because they're people that like, you know, dance for a living and
Yeah.
are really great at it. But you know, then there's
Well, as do you.
yeah, well, thank you. But I feel like there's like a
Fishing.
there's like the show was about, you know, the amateur underdogs versus the people that are like more professional and more
Right.
and more straight to see who would succeed.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Now, going back to Team Alaska for a second, I loved their story about how they were saying they learned a lot of their dance moves off the internet.
Yeah.
Do you guys do that ever, or is it totally like, you know, we're a part of-
Yeah, we do that all
we
the time.
do some from. I'll get inspired from like different videos.
we do. We take
Sometimes,
here and there.
yeah. Sometimes I do. Sometimes a
we're
lot.
always we're always trying to add lips, and
Okay.
we'll see
Yeah.
something in a video, and then I'll get dropped on my
Try to
head.
imitate it, and it will not go well.
Do you just watch
But
Dirty Dancing over like on repeat?
Perfect.
And Crazy Stupid Love?
I think the Dirty Dancing lift is the one lift that we haven't tried.
That one,
We can probably do it.
Yeah.
wear a
We can probably
helmet.
do it.
I have
We just have to.
I have some ideas. I've been watching videos.
Okay, cool. Yeah, see, we do that, and like every now and then we get videos from you guys that are just like, oh, inspiration, and it's just something from found like somewhere in the depths of the internet or from a movie or something.
Can you recreate like the whole dance from Grease too? Like the when they do have a dance battle and
if you give us an hour.
Okay.
There's a couple of the dances that I choreographed. There are moves that literally came from a dance that I did at like 9 years old at Susan's School of Dance, and like just always
Shameless
remember.
plug. Yeah.
Always remember. Don't exist anymore.
By the way, I brought my shirt that says Susan's.
So yeah, I really have kept moves that I've been doing for 20 years, and
Keeping the classics.
yeah, and we get moves from
basically like wherever
We're also, not to give away all of our secrets, but we like to, like, when a song is obviously asking for a certain kind of move, we like doing the opposite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like if it's a hip hop dance, we will probably do like a country line dance or
ballet.
something. Ballet,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I like that crossover. It's like a mashup.
We
Like
try not to be obvious.
It's too on the nose. It's too on the nose if we do what the music wants.
Right.
Being pretentious about our comedy dance.
Yeah, our rehearsals are very much like, do we do this hands here, hands there, hands this and that, and steps?
We will
and,
straight up fight, and it's hilarious. If you had a transcript of
Right.
the fight, it's like, I said 7-8. It's gonna be a pot of beret. Like we're just
I just don't think Rainbow Arms should go there. I don't want them there.
I just think it would be better to do a little twisty thing, to do a little jump twist.
And maybe we should have like a dance baton, and whoever's holding the dance baton that gets to,
Fantastic
might not be a
idea.
bad
That is a
idea.
fantastic idea.
Yeah.
or trade off who gets to choreograph each dance.
right.
Right. We've done that actually. That's actually worked out.
Yeah.
Now, on the show tonight, you guys did do some crazy lifts. We saw them. But what is, like, the craziest thing you've ever tried? Is there, like, some story behind it you can tell us about? Because I can only imagine what goes on when, like, the cameras aren't watching.
Liquid feet after dark.
I can only imagine.
We tried when Amber was dropped on her head. One of the first times.
Multiple times.
We tried this.
That's why I'm here.
Yes.
It was, I think the Addams Family actually did it in their dance. She did a handstand and put her legs, did a handstand up against my back, and then I grabbed her legs and then bent
up,
over,
yeah.
Right.
and then tried to get her to sit up, but I couldn't bend over. I couldn't.
I'm not as light as Brittany.
None of us are small people, and we try these like lifts.
Well, I feel like
These
that would
really
be on
dangerous-
someone to like crunch up.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
difficult.
and it just she fell back.
You
and
guys also
hit her
tried to
head.
do that hand
Double cartwheel.
cartwheel
yeah.
thing for this.
That I feel like we will get.
Yeah. But it was
Something
like,
ambitious.
yeah, it's like this. They're basically like the two of them are like this, and then
Like
they
there's
do
always
like a
2
cartwheel.
feet on the ground
Whoa.
instead of any hands ever. So it's
Right.
like
Yeah.
my feet, Tamara's feet.
We saw some double somersaults in
Yes.
tonight's show.
Right.
Yeah, I want to
Energy.
try those. Energy
Yeah.
did those.
Those
I-
look cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I turned to Amber as we were watching the broadcast. I was like, I think we can do that. Like,
They look
Right.
pretty easy.
Yeah.
I think so.
Definitely.
A good dancer makes anything look easy.
The double cartwheel, though, I gotta say, it's pretty awesome. I've wanted to always master that, so let me know if you
Yeah.
figure it out.
I will.
Oh, yeah.
I will.
Your dance was the final one of the evening against the retired cheerleaders. So you guys found out very soon on, you said, who your competition was.
Right.
And did they explain that it was just going to be one round and then voting
Yeah.
would happen after that?
We knew that. We knew that we were just dancing once. So,
So it better be
I'm
good.
not talking anymore. I don't know. But yeah, we knew we were against the cheerleaders, and so we knew, or I'll use I statements. I knew that we needed to play up our like goofy factor because that's what we had going for us. Because they were clearly professional dancers with polished moves and synchronicity. So what we had going for us was how much fun we were having and how much we did not care about making ourselves look dumb.
It said that it was the closest. I think Alfonso said that was the closest of the voting.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I that's humbling.
Yeah.
And I think too that Tony had our choreographer like learned how to work with us as we went along, because I think we changed our dance more than any other team.
Yeah.
Basically, every choreography session that we had a different dance the next day, and I don't think the other teams changed their choreography as much as we did.
It just got more complicated because it's hard to know how difficult we can get with the dance.
Well, because we don't look like we're doing it right, but we need a lot of elements. Because if we're just doing it basic and perfectly in sync, there isn't anything to look at. Like we need.
So the first time we did the dance was basically us looking at the camera in front of us. And then it evolved to like.
And you loved it.
I
the first version was tailor made for Dave.
Yeah, because I was like, this is super easy, and I just mug at the camera. And then it became, okay, now we're doing lifts, and some moves, and looking at the camera.
And honestly, that first night after our first session, like, I wasn't really happy with the dance. Like, I went home and I was just like, I kept thinking about it all night long. I was having trouble sleeping. It's so dumb.
So excited.
The dance on the reality show is keeping me up at night.
Just pictured just in bed, just being like, okay, I could step
need a little bit. Yeah. So the next, I don't remember if it was the next day or it might have even been that same choreography session, but I was like, Tony, you know, the reason that these people like our lifts so much is because, like, we're just buffoons looking at the camera, but then we actually do something that people are like, oh wow, they actually can dance a little bit, you know. So he was like, okay, let's see some of those moves. And then he threw.
I think it was actually you that did some fouettes. It was you. I was very impressed by those. Seriously, I was not expecting that. All of a sudden they just whipped them out.
One. Yeah, I'm the bendy one.
Yeah, she's got flexibility. I can.
Yeah,
and I'm still not very sure what that word means. That's kind of how this works out.
I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is either. So we're in the same boat.
But we did do and right before, actually the night before the final dance, we just decided to make it just put in even more choreography. So that's when we added in like the Charleston move that we do at one point.
Oh yeah.
And like all these steps, and we kind of just decided to make it, and that was terrible for me, but.
But you did it great.
Yeah, I know. I was really proud of you.
You had it, and he it was another one of those things where it was probably late at night and we were exhausted after a long day, and they're like, hey, let's change your dance again. And so it was a rough going, but we got it.
Like you guys said, you guys have every wedding dance down.
Oh, right.
So
100%.
We basically always dance like it's a wedding.
You set yourself up for the future, so that's good. You gain something.
We expect to be invited to a lot of weddings.
Wedding receptions are where we shine.
So the finals. This is what made me want more show, because the finals were so compact. It was like 3 minutes. They're explaining the 4 teams that are remaining. Alfonso has 3 wins. Jordan had 1 at that point, and they were going to announce the winner of the entire thing. Smash.
Right.
Yeah.
I know it would be fun. It's just a matter of time and stuff, but it'd be fun to have a chance, like if you did win your round, to dance again.
That's what I thought they were gonna do.
Yeah.
Dance together,
like a bracket,
or have like everyone dance together at some point or something.
Yeah,
but that would take a lot.
Yeah, didn't get to do that all together.
Gets killed the whip.
Yeah. Well, maybe if it's a series, they'll do something where, like, I think they do this in Dancing with the Stars, how the next episode is then those 4 teams.
Yeah, that's what I thought it could be. Or, I don't know, it could have been a 2-hour special.
Or like Dancing with the Stars, where it's the same cast the entire season.
Yeah.
And people get voted off.
Yeah.
Hint, hint.
I could see them.
I'm down to watch, so
I could get them doing another special. I could definitely see
maybe
them
just make it the Liquid Feet show, and then we can just always be there.
I love it.
Bring us back every episode.
So, anything else that you guys want to share from your experience?
Any behind-the-scenes secrets we should know
I wish we got to keep our costumes.
I know. I want that silver bra so bad.
You know what I did? Although I did do this unintentionally, but
Don't say it. You're gonna get sued now.
Never mind. Never mind.
Maybe not that secret.
No. You can say it.
I had there was these ankle bracelets that we wore.
I saw them.
To make them shiny.
Yeah.
And I just totally walked off with them, not intentionally. I just put on shoes, walked away, and then like as I was in bed that night, going like, why am I?
You had them on his bed?
Yeah.
That's insane.
He didn't shower
Okay, that's what I meant. I had to lie down right after the thing before I went into the shower.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. I'm not a monster, but I just I just realized I still had them on. It would be fun if I still had them on.
Yes.
He's like,
Now
and
I
I
just
haven't
always wear 'em.
showered since the show because I just love Alfonso
I can't
so much.
take these off, so I can't shower. That's what that means. I don't know how Velcro works.
One thing that I loved was that because obviously we were going up against the hot girls, and so the retired cheerleaders, when they first got their costumes, they told us later that they were just like, they were too risque. We didn't want to wear that when we go out, so like they asked to be covered up a little bit more.
Okay.
The cheerleaders were.
Yeah.
Amber and I were the opposite. They gave us our first costumes, and we were like, "Can we show some more skin?" And I can remember Maggie, the costume lady, goes, "You want to?" We were like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's
Guns
amazing.
blazing, I
We're
love
all
it.
about that.
Not Liquid Feet is not body conscious. I don't know if you know that or can tell that from us.
Except for me, I always have to look good.
Well, you
Yes.
did, so
Thank you.
we're good.
Well, I have to thank you guys for coming in and
my
doing the show
goodness.
with us.
Thanks
this
for
was so
having
much
us.
fun.
Yeah, this is great.
And we hope to see more dancing in the future. If people do want to see more of your dancing, can they find it online? Like, how can they
you can.
see
Glad
this?
you asked.
You can friend us you can like us on Liquid Feet on Facebook. You can, we're on YouTube as well. And we're doing a show at UCB on
September
the 26th.
26th.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
10:30 p.m. at UCB Sunset.
Is this a
Flower.
dance show or an improv show? An
it's-
improv dance show.
It's the Liquid Feet
Feet
show.
show. The
Oh
comedy
my
show.
God.
It's a variety show.
I like this a
excited.
lot.
It's
You
going to be
should come.
dance
I'm
and
coming.
comedy.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing.
We'll be there.
So, where can they find you?
You can find me at dmurph625 on Instagram and Twitter.
Awesome.
Nice.
Twitter handles. Anyone else?
MR Dave Child.
I'm at Brown Tamara on Twitter and Tamara_Blue on Instagram.
On Twitter, I'm at Amber_Kenny, and on Instagram, I'm at Amber_Kenny_.
Also, Liquid_Feet for Instagram. And Liquid Feet Tweet for the
That's
Twitter.
a lot of info we just threw at you.
Write it all down.
Always be promoting.
You can find me on Twitter at Catherine Kelley and on Instagram at Cathy Kelley. Thank you so much to Maria Menounos for having
you.
me
Thank you,
Maria.
to talk about it. You can follow all of us here on AfterBuzz or at AfterBuzz TV on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you guys so much, and stick around and check out our other shows right here on AfterBuzz TV.
Never stop watching this.
Thank you.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.